Well, when you pray for content, you get content. So, last night it rained like pretty hard in San Diego and our apartment started leaking. So, for me, one of the most important things to do in any type of situation like this is to breathe and stay calm. Just be grateful that we have a roof over our heads, that we are safe. I was driving in the rain last night and there were points where I couldn't even see anything, and I have to be grateful that I live in California Southern California, where this doesn't happen that much. Right, Hatchie? Right? Right? What's going on in your house? Huh? What's going on? The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take it right, we can take it slow, yeah. Okay, so I had to get out of the apartment and I'm here at Cafe Gratitude, which is one of my favorite restaurants here in San Diego. And they asked me a great question. So if you haven't been to Cafe Gratitude, it's plant-based, vegan. So I can basically eat everything on the menu, which, real talk, my dreams. Second thing to know about Cafe Gratitude is that the way you order, all of the things on the menu are like feelings or adjectives. So it's like vibrant and content and beautiful. So to order, you say like, I am content, I am vibrant, I am beautiful. And what I really love about this is it really just sets like the intention for the time that you're here. Something else that is really, really cool about being here is they always ask you a question after you order. And today's question, which I thought was really, really cool, is how are you being courageous in your life? So I want to pose that question to you. How are you being courageous in your life? And while I eat, I'm going to share with you some of the ways I'm being courageous. So stick around and enjoy the gluten-free vegan goodness that I ordered. So courage can show up in many different ways, whether it's speaking up for yourself, whether it's saying yes to you and no to someone else. So many different ways you can be courageous for you, right? That's what I love about just being an individual in this world. Because my definition of courage is not your definition of courage. And I'm feeling really courageous eating this strawberry chocolate gluten-free muffin for Cafe Gratitude. In the comments below, I want you to tell me, what does courage mean to you today? In other words, for me, courage was leaving my full-time job in fitness to be an influencer, to create every day, and to be a self-love coach. That to me was really courageous. It took a lot of ability and it took a lot of like peace in my life to know that I was worth that. How are you going to show up for yourself? How are you being courageous today? Let me know while I enjoy this. Are you kidding me? Matcha, anyone? So if you're struggling figuring out like how you're courageous in your life, are there sacrifices that you've made for your dreams? Are there sacrifices you've made for other people? Have you spoken up for yourself? Have you approached a situation that didn't feel comfortable for you and stepped into it? That's courage. If you're having trouble considering what courage is for you, put that into play in the stories that you're telling yourself, in the things that you're working through. It doesn't have to look like my courage. And I think that's what we get stuck in as a human population, a human race. We get stuck in this comparison, or as I like to say, we turn into compare-dashians. Hi, Kim! And that's not something that is gonna work out for us in the long run, because you are not me, I'm not you, and you are not anyone else but you, and that's the beauty of being you. You don't have to be like anyone else. Think about that. Hi. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Maybe I need to stop. I'm being courageous by licking my fingers in public. Yeah. For me in this day and age, I think that courage is really being your own person. I think that courage is honoring that and nurturing that and just like knowing that you're worth it. Well, not really hot. For me, courage is doing this outside and having the people look at me while I'm walking by talking to this camera. Thankfully, I've Hatcher as a distraction because everyone's looking at him, this cute little line cut. Another way that you can figure out how you're being courageous in your life is to just take a step back and see the areas that people are criticizing you in. I know this sounds counterintuitive, but what are people saying about the way you're acting, the things you're doing, the job that you have, your life? Because going against the fear that people are injecting into what you're doing because they're either envious or jealous or threatened by the things you're doing, that is another way that you are showing up for yourself and being courageous. Thank you, thank you. That is so good. They didn't have what I normally order, which is the content, and this is the nurturing. I'm feeling nurturing right now making this video. It normally comes in a wrap, but I got it in a bowl because y'all know I don't wrap myself with gluten. So where were we? Yeah, so what are you doing that people are criticizing you in? That, my friends, is going to be a great place to pinpoint how you're being courageous. The way people are judging you, the way people are coming at you has nothing to do with you. And I think that's a big disconnect that we go through as a society as well. Thinking that when people are judging you, that it has everything to do with your actions and you need to change. Do not change because someone else is telling you that you're wrong. Do not change. Continue being you. It's going to be the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself, but also to step up as a leader is by saying, you know what? Ain't nobody got time for your nonsense. I'm gonna dig in a little bit more, and I'm just curious. Let me know. Let me know over on Instagram. Yeah, let's connect on Instagram. This is YouTube. YouTube is new for me doing this every day, and I'd love to see your comments below. But also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, find me at Fishman. I share a lot of content over there. I would love to know your thoughts. Maybe send me a direct message over there, comment below. Whatever makes you feel most comfortable connecting with me. I'm really intrigued to know how you're showing up for yourself. How are you being courageous in your life? If you noticed, every time someone walks by, I get a little tense because I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna look at me. They're judging me. I'm out here in the open. I'm talking to a camera. There's no one around. Hatcher's here, but that's about it. So consider that. This is so good. Also, have you ever been to Cafe Gratitude? If you have, what is your favorite thing to get? If you haven't, let's go sometime. I'm trying to think of what else inspires me to be courageous. Real talk, you guys inspire me to be courageous. The messages, the comments, the thank yous, that really pushes me to know that by living my best life, by leading for myself and for others, I'm showing up. I'm showing up for the world, and I'm showing up for me. So how are you gonna show up for you? How are you gonna be courageous for you? Imagine that we were just having a conversation here and you were eating with me. How are you gonna show up? I'll say it again. How are you gonna show up for you? This? Holy. Oh my God. One more time. How are you gonna show up? How are you gonna be courageous today? Whether you're walking into school wearing a t-shirt that you love that might have like Justin Bieber on it or something, and I mean, JB's cool and all, but like, you know, something that, I don't even know. Real talk, I went to a Justin Bieber concert when I was a lot older than being in a Justin Bieber concert was probably acceptable to be, but really I didn't care because I went and it was amazing. And my best friend came with me, but she had to leave halfway through because she was not having it, and she took a picture of me, this like overweight boy, closeted gay man, sitting in a sea of teenage girls. What are you gonna do to show up and just say, you know what, I am me, I love me unconditionally, and the fact that it doesn't matter, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of me. I think I've made my point. I'm gonna enjoy my meal. Thank you so much for tuning in. It means so much to me to have all of you here. I just started doing this, and just like the 30 to 40 views a day means so much to me. It's so cool to find that validation as a creator, because although I'm doing my best to do this for myself and showing up courageously for me, having you support me within this means the world. So if this spoke to you, please like this, please subscribe, please share it with someone who you think might need a little bit of courage, might need to learn from someone like me who has been there. I've been through so many different breakthroughs, so many different financial crises, a relationship crisis, an identity crisis. I've been through career crisis. I've been through all the crises, and I've come out the other side, literally and figuratively. So, thank you for tuning in. Richard and I are headed to San Francisco tomorrow. We are celebrating our 1-year wedding anniversary. We have lots in store for you. It's gonna be really exciting. So make sure to turn on the notification bell if you have not, so you do not miss the next 2 episodes. We are going to the Museum of Ice Cream. I got my first hotel sponsorship. Like, this is big stuff, and I wanna share all the details with you. So do not miss tomorrow. Please subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my meal. Tell me in the comments, how are you gonna be courageous today?